Hi everybody, good evening, welcome to Craft and Chair, and it's Thursday the 21st. I've got the right day, I've got the right time, and I'm here. And yes, it's one of those evenings already. How has everybody been? Have you had a good week? Are you excited about tonight? I've got loads of fun to show you. Oh my goodness, you know how much I love Dimensional, so there was so much I wanted to share that I tried to figure out what was the best way. So I might have overdone it a little bit. I can see there's loads of you already over on YouTube, and oh my goodness, loads of you already on Facebook. Welcome everybody. Let me just say hello to a few people. Where are we? We have got Philippa, Heather, Marilyn, Edna, Tony. I've also got Sally, Tracy, Estelle. She's put, oh, dimensional goodies. This should be good. Yes, it will be. I've got some top tips to share with you. Caroline, yes, I've had a very good week. She's put, evening all, Debbie, Dave, and I hope you've all had a good week. Yes, I ended up going, well, no, it was kind of planned. I went up to Darlington Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Yes, trying to work out which days of the week it was. It was the beginning of the week. And from where I live, it takes about 4.5 hours if the traffic is fine. If there's roadworks, if there is, I don't know, rush hour of some kind, it then goes longer. So we ended up not getting up to dance until about 3 o'clock on Monday. So it was a little bit manic. But yes, I saw the girls up in Darlington and we were sorting out all the new goodies that are coming out, and it was really fun to be up there. And now I'm back down here. So raring to go, and I am actually on Hobby Maker TV on Saturday. See, I almost said the wrong day then, but yes, Saturday, whatever day it was, at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock, which we'll tell you all about it later. I can see there's Mary over on YouTube from Mississippi. I have got Tara saying hi, Debbie and Dev, everybody, wishing you a great day from Southport, UK. And I've got Dawn from sunny Florida, and Jules saying hi, Debbie and Dave and the crafting family. Well, loads of you over on Facebook too. We've got Jen, we've got Anne, we've got Tina and Harry, who are loving Dave's graphics. Yes, he has loads of fun. I have got Lois, I've got Zoe, I've got Carol, Belinda. Oh, I've got Vanessa over from Texas. I've got Helen, Karen, Anna saying, love the elephant. Well, it's actually an older collection, but it's one of the items that we have back on the show. So Dave actually loves that cute. He was actually in fits of laughter when I asked him to put Mary Bent the elephant on. I've got Heather also loving the elephant. I've got Lucille, bonjour from Paris. I've got Margaret, Linda, Mary. I've got Anne saying hi, Debbie, Dave and the International Crafting family from Portsmouth. I hope you're all well. Yes, I'm very hyper. You see, I'm one of these people that I'm a very morning person, so I drive Dave crazy. And when I'm feeling good, I'm even more hyper than normal, and so today has just been one of those days, you know, when you get to sleep in your own bed after being away and you've got loads of things planned. And I went this morning really loud to Dave and he's like, I need a coffee. So yes, I'm very hyper. I can see Luke saying happy Thursday. Hi Luke. I've also got Caroline also saying hello, and a heartfelt thank you to you and your team for sorting out my download. You guys are fantastic. Oh, Dawn, thank you. You know, Jessica, Zoe and I and Dave and the whole team work really hard to sort out any issues anybody has. You know we do. So if you know, we try to provide the best service we can, but we're not perfect, and I will admit I sometimes forget things, and so I have my notepad, my handy notebook here that Lynn bought me years ago. Look, an Art Deco one. And so I'm having it if I have any notes. And also Jessica is back and she'll be sorting out any queries tomorrow. I have got Terry joined us live from Christmas Valley. Hello, she says, alive, yippee. Yes, it's going to be a bit crazy live tonight. But you all know what I'm like. I'm very hyper, and when it's dimension, oh, I just love dimension. I want to show you some of my top tips when it comes to dimensional cards with no measuring as well. Right, okay, I've got Cynthia saying looking forward to the show. I've got Nikki, Mary, and another Mary who says she loves Mary Bent. Oh, Mary Bell, sorry. I've got Chris saying hi. It's Debbie and Dave and all crafters watching. Does anybody remember which show Debbie showed us how to make a slider card? I can't for the life of me remember how to put it together. Chris, I don't remember which one it was. I mean, Jessica could find out for you tomorrow because I've done it quite a few times. However, if you're watching on Saturday on Hobby Maker on the 1 o'clock show, I am doing a slider card. So I hope that helps. I've got Terry from Spain saying, hello, hola, Terry, ¿cómo estás? I've got Tony says, I've sent you a personal message on Facebook. Please let me know if you haven't received it and I can resend. So Tony, I'm a bit behind with my messages because I've been out of the office for the last 3 and a bit days. So I will try to catch up over the weekend. So if it's really urgent, you can contact Jessica. I'm not in the office tomorrow morning, but you can contact Jessica in the office. And if it can wait, I will deal with it when I get back. Where am I? Oh, Jules says she got her order today. That's brilliant. I've got Savvy Crafter joined us also on YouTube saying hi all. I've got Betty saying hi, evening Debbie and Dave and the crafting family from a bit wet and chilly Kent. The weather's changed, isn't it? It's really, really freaky because I left Bury St Edmunds on Monday and I think it was 24 degrees. We went to Darlington. It was 10 degrees. I was freezing. I left Bury St Edmunds with some flip-flops on. Luckily, I'd packed my Hug boots in the van. And by the time I got to Darlington, I was so cold, I needed to put my boots on. But yes, the weather has changed. So, you know, summer in the UK is slowly changing to autumn. In some places, it's already changed to autumn. Right, where am I? I've got Annette saying hi. I've got Marion saying, hello, Debbie and Dave and everybody. Hope you're all well. Had a bad journey home with all the rain and glad to be home. Yes, it is. It's rainy season, isn't it? Well, I'm glad you can just relax, get yourself a cup of tea or a little cheeky tipple of something. And talking of cheeky drink, Dave has got me a really warm cup of tea in my sparkly pink top. Oh, so or should I say mug that matches my top. It says keep on sparkling. Definitely I'm in one of those moods today. Dare I have some? No, it's very hot. I'm going to put it down for now. Right, I've got Iris saying hi. I've got Victoria. While I'm saying hi to everybody, okay, because there's loads of you on today, the like and share. It's a really good one for this week. The winner is going to have one of the new kits that are coming out in a couple of weeks. And basically, it's an interesting one because we are thinking of doing a live show, as you can see, of doing a morning Facebook show. Do you prefer Tuesday or Fridays? Don't panic, it's not in replacement to my Thursday. We're just thinking of doing a morning show because we've had loads of requests that not everybody can make it in the evening. So we're thinking of doing a morning show and it will probably be about 11 o'clock UK time. Please, I don't know what that will be in the States or Australia, but I will, once we've worked out when, we'll actually advertise it with all the correct times. But please can you let me know if you would like to watch it. Would you prefer a Tuesday or Friday, or it doesn't matter? That's what I'd like to know. So like and share this page. Let's just get the crafting community going, which reminds me I'm also going to put out a notice tomorrow. I've reached 14,500 followers. So thank you. That is just amazing. I was so shocked when I got you get these little figures that pop up. Yes, 14,500. I think there's 502 now followers. So thank you, everybody. And if you haven't liked my page, please like my page by clicking on, where is it going to be? On YouTube, you click on subscribe. On Facebook, there should be a little like, I think it is. If you click on that, you can follow me or follow, whichever one it is. And also don't forget to get notified. There's a little bell on the live so you won't forget, well, you won't lose out any notification. Where am I? Where was I? So I've got Victoria, I've got Karen, I've got Angela, Marsha from Arizona, I've got Margaret, Andrea, Claire, Karen, well, loads of you, Nicola, Anita, and she's put, didn't forget the day or time this week. Well, well done. I forget which day of the week quite often. When I went up to Darlington and I was speaking to Jessica on Monday, I thought it was Tuesday, and then when I saw her on Tuesday night, I thought it was Wednesday. So my days were all to pot. Marsha's loving the stocking behind me. Well, these are my new fabric designs. We've actually got that on today's show, Marsha. I'll be showing you when we get started. I've got Christine joining us. I've got Shadia saying good afternoon, Debbie and Dave. On time today. Enjoyed Bella's show last night. Yes, I haven't watched it yet because obviously I was coming back from Darlington quite late. But she did say she had lots of fun and it is still available. We will be putting it on onto our Inspiration Hub so you can watch it. Now, something's happened on Facebook very quickly because all of a sudden all my messages are going crazy. So if I've missed something or missed somebody, please just say hello again. Where am I? Margaret says, I am already wearing my boots in cold Scotland. Well, I have to be honest, down in Bury St Edmunds, I'm wearing my flip-flops, but I was wearing boots yesterday. Philippa says, either works for me. I can always watch and catch up if I miss it, like and share. Oh, thank you, Philippa. I've got Carmen from Malta. Hello, Carmen. I've got Carol. I've got Pat. Susan says, I've frozen. Oh, I hope not. Have I frozen? Dave says not, so hopefully it's get sorted. I've got Angela saying hi, and Nicola says I should do Friday because she runs her group on a Tuesday morning. Okay, don't forget we're going to actually put all the dates, or I should say all the comments in, and then we'll pick one and we'll let you know when we're going to start it. Susan says hi. I've got Elaine wants me to do a Tuesday because Fridays people can be going away for the weekend. Oh, that's a good point as well. I've got Elsie joined us over on YouTube. And Dawn says either day would be great. It will be 8 a.m. in Florida, so no problem. I can sit down for another cup of coffee. That's good. I've got Kathleen says she wants to Tuesday. Have I said hello to Elsie? I think I did. If I haven't, I've said hello to you again. Right, okay. I've got Mary wants me to do a Tuesday as well. I've got Elizabeth just joined us. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you for my inquiry the other day. Yes, I was on the phones. Jessica had to pop out. I don't know what day it was, Monday or Tuesday. But I was like, oh, I'll cover the phones. And then I couldn't remember how to do something on the system. It was hilarious. But Elizabeth did ring, and it was great to actually catch up with a few people. And I also spoke to Sandra as well. Where am I? I've got Betty saying hi. I've got Christine. Judy says, I've been busy wrapping Christmas presents. I just put them away so I can pay attention to you. Oh. Judy, that is unbelievably organised. I have to be honest with you, I haven't even thought about my Christmas gifts. I have been designing Christmas though since end of April, okay, and my last Christmas collections will be basically chosen by the end of September, so does that count? I've got Edith over on YouTube saying, sorry late, would prefer Friday, but could giggle things around if necessary. Did you mean juggle things, Edith? That made me giggle. I've got Jeanette saying hi everybody, or evening everybody from myself, and Paula from DM Delights. Okay, where am I? I've got Anne Bushell saying I'll be in Darlington at the end of next week. Oh, I've missed you, Anne. I've got Jill saying hi, and Nicola says she's under a blanket and loads of cold faces. That means she must be very cold. Yes, I'm going to have a little drink. Okay. And then I have got Jen saying either days, as it's my days at home. Well, we'll just have to see what happens. I'll let you know. Elizabeth Dixon's put, I'm impressed. Christmas presents and wrapped. Well done. Yes, I'm very impressed with that. So talking about impressed, I want to talk about tonight's show because the show is called Dimensional Fun Show, and it's one of my all-time favourites things is dimension when it comes to creating, whether it's a project on a card or doing something 3D. I love dimension, and there's nothing wrong with anybody out there that thinks I love my square cards, I love my A5 card, so even 5x7 or A6, that's totally fine. However, I'm going to show you how easy it is just to change that a little bit by having some techniques. So get yourself a little notepad or a piece of paper and a pencil, because some of them you might not be aware of them, and tonight is all about sharing some inspirational on dimensional fun. Right, I think I've said hello to everybody, so we're actually, because I've got so much to get on with, we are going to get started. Now remember, tonight is all about dimensional, but if you have any questions or queries, either over on YouTube, Elsie, what have you put? Only Facebook or YouTube also? Oh, do you mean the shows? No, I will always show them on YouTube as well as Facebook. I have got a laptop over there and I've got a tablet here, so I am looking at messages at the same time on both areas, and I will be also, at the moment, we'll also be putting them on our website as well. So under the Inspiration Hub, we're going to be changing that section on the Inspiration Hub on debbimoredesigns.com, and we will be giving you more information. And obviously, a lot more people are following us over on YouTube, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the new videos that we're going to be putting on. So we're also going to do lives and we're going to do videos. Right, we're going to get started. Talking about the show. Now remember, the show is an interactive demonstration. As you can see, I've got people over on YouTube and people over on Facebook. Oh, Pat says Facebook keeps cutting you off. I wonder if it's my mic. Can everybody hear me okay? Oh, my Facebook has gone. Somebody tell me that you can hear me on Facebook, please, because my it's just playing up a little bit. Okay. Live, okay. I think I was in the wrong section. I have got more people just joined us. I've got Wendy, I have got Hillary, I've got Denise. I have also got Betty, I've got Pauline saying good evening, good morning, Debbie Dib, and all the Worldly Crafting family. I hope you're all well. I've also got Rolf from Germany. Is it Guten Tag, Rolf? Have I said that right? Oh, Guten Abend, Dave says. I have also got, where am I? I've got Cheryl saying hi. And I have got, oh my goodness, loads more people. I've got Lorraine saying hi. I have got Kay saying hello. My goodness, there's loads of you. And I've got Janet saying hi as well. Christine Watson. Loads of you sending me messages of what day you prefer. Thank you, everybody. And I have got, oh, Lucille, I love your message. You put, sorry, none of these two propositions. I am working on the morning. Yes, but you can watch, you can do catch up as well, Lucille. Don't forget that. But I'll still be doing the evenings on the Thursday, so don't worry. I've got Elaine saying hi. Also, my goodness, there's loads of you. I've got Barbie saying hi. And Pauline says, hi Debbie again. Seems the beginning chat was cleared out, so saying hello again. I don't know what that means. I have just looked at it, so I'm just, hopefully everybody that's saying hello to me I've said hello back. I've got Kay, I've got Leslie, I've got Anita from Honolulu has joined us. And everybody can hear me, which is brilliant. So I don't know what's going on with everything. So thank you for confirming it. But Elizabeth says hers keeps breaking up. But you might want to go over to YouTube, because I can see that there's more people over on YouTube. Rita says, I love your shows. You are the sunny time in the week. Oh, Rita, that's a lovely thing to say. Thank you for that. And then it would be, where am I? I have got, Jules says, I don't mind either day. I'm at work, so we'll do catch up. There you go. So people are happy with that. I've got Bridget joined us, Barbara. I've got Angela. My goodness, loads more people. Facebook has been sort of glitching, but you sound okay. Well, I'm just going to continue. I'm going to have a nice mouthful of cup of tea. And then we're going to get started. So remember, this is an interactive and demonstration show that you can buy product if you would like. You do not have to. I say this all the time, don't I? Enjoy the crafting community. We've been doing this now for basically since lockdown happened, and we'll continue. And it's lovely because we are international now, all around the world, from Malta to USA, all the way around the UK, Scotland, Wales and Ireland, as well as Germany, France, Spain, Australia, Honolulu. I don't know if I've missed anybody else. Let me know if I've missed somebody else. Okay, I have got Marie's just joined us, Michelle, and Julie says, hi, Debbie, Dave, and fellow crafters. Not been on for over 2 weeks, been on holiday. But Julie, did you have a lovely time? I hope you did. And I've got Pat Berry saying, hi, Debbie, Dave, and crafting family. Hope you're all okay. And Luke has said, Dave's GCC German is coming in handy here. Yes, it is. It definitely is, because he keeps me right. Okay, I have got Jackie just joined us saying, looking well, hope your back is better now. Jackie, thank you. Yes. Oh, Shadia, sorry. People in Canada, I do apologise as well. See, I knew I'd forget a country. There is quite a few of you. I should just say around the world. That'd be easier. So going back to Jackie's question, yes, my back is much better, thank you. I'm trying to be a good girl, not overdo it. Try to do my stretches and trying to remember to do exercises, which I'll be honest, I don't always do them, but I'm trying. You know, is the saying, God loves a trier. My grandfather used to say, if you try, that's the best you can do. You know, so even if you only do a little bit, you try again the next day, then the next day, then that's what he used to say to me. Oh, Julie went to Egypt. Now, I went to Egypt on my 7th anniversary. When Deb and I got married, which is now 26 years ago. When, Dev?
26 years ago.
What day?
27.
I'm just checking that you remember. Next week is my wedding anniversary. And when we got married, we decided, or should I decided that we would go away nearly all our anniversaries. So then it's like a holiday, but then we'll always remember our anniversary. So we went to Egypt on our 7th anniversary and it was amazing. We had a fabulous time, but we did a cruise on the Nile and then did a week by the Red Sea because that was exhausting. We had to get up so early because obviously it was so warm. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Where was I? I've got Pauline joined us. Stephen says eventually. Does that mean you've been trying to get on? But I'm glad you're now here, Stephen. I've got Julie saying hi. I've got Carol. I've also got Jennifer. And Bridget says, nice hint. Well, somebody did bring it up. And Pat says, Sweden. Who have I missed? Sweden. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Elsie.
Oh, Elsie, sorry. Oh, Norway.
Oh, Elsie's Norway.
Wow. Do you know what? I really need to write this down. I'm going to say around the world. Anyway, going back to what I was saying before I get distracted yet again, everybody. We're an interactive demonstration and buying show. If you want to buy any of the products, you're very welcome and it's very easy to work. For example, the first item that we have on today's show, it is a bauble. Look at the size of it. An MDF bauble, $2.99. So say you wanted this bauble. I think Bella's going to do a demonstration with this next week. It's FB 2702, $2.99. Not a bad price, everybody. Please don't ask me the size of it. Oh, let me just check. Let me see. It is just over 15 centimeters in width. How's that? $2.99. So if you wanted this, you would put FB 2702. You can see it on the codes there, and you can put it into your comments. And then it'll be allocated to you. As we go through the show, you can actually choose or change your mind. Now remember, I keep saying you don't have to buy. You can just enjoy the family, crafting family getting together, ask me questions, enjoy the demonstrations and the banter. But if you do want to buy something, what will happen is the show is left open until Sunday at midnight. Because that way people that can't watch it live or watch it on catch up, they'll place their order. Then on Monday, we will then invoice everybody, and then you will actually get an email with the invoice on. Now this is a payment link and it's very easy to use because you can click on it, you can see what you've ordered, and you can pay by debit card, credit card, you can even pay by PayPal, or you can even contact the office if you wanted to as well. You can add to your order, or you can take an item off. If you get stuck, just ring the office on 07553 457 168, and Zoe or Jessica will be there to help. You can also send us an email at info@debbimoredesigns.com, or private messages on Facebook at Debbie Moore Designs. So I think that's all the T and, is it T and C's? T's and C's? I knew it was something like that. Oh my goodness, there's loads of messages come through. I've got Julie saying hi. Where am I? Oh yes, Betty says I should say global. That's a good one. And Zoe says she's booking a cruise for next year. You see. I don't think I'll have time for a cruise next year. I've got a friend called Caroline Schultz. You might remember her. She used to be on QVC on Create and Craft. She taught me how to do jewellery making. But she does craft cruises, and she keeps telling me I need to go on one. But not next year, because I'll be so busy, hopefully, doing up and renovating my new house. Where am I? Shadi says, I need hot sun, Debbie. Have a decreased in vitamin D. Oh, I think we all need hot sun, that's for sure. Shadi says, Debbie, the boards Bella had last night, are they too big to ship to Canada? No, because they're, I don't know, about that big. No, they're not. I think they're actually on the website. I'll have to double check, Shadia. I'll ask Jessica to actually get the measurements and double check that they're on the website. I have got, yes, Heather's just said, don't forget you can always use your mat for measuring. Yes, I can. I do prefer they're only in increments of 10, so I'd like to have the use the ruler most of the times. I can see people have just sorted it out, started ordering. Debbie, is the office open tomorrow? Yes, Jessica will be in tomorrow. Victoria, you can give her a ring. I've got Carol joined us. I've got Pat. I've got Karen saying, evening, Debbie, Dave and fellow crafters. I received my prize today. Thank you so much. It's stunning. You are very welcome. I've got another Carol saying hi. Philip says, had problems getting connected with sound. Had to reboot the computer. Well, Philip, I'm glad you've joined us. Nicholas says, got you on the big telly as hubby's gone to watch football, so don't need my earphones in you. Is it one or is it a widescreen TV? Okay. Somebody said to me a couple of weeks ago, Dad, I lost weight. And I bet you they were watching a widescreen TV, because obviously if it's wider, I get thinner. I have got... Wendy says, I ordered the Advent kit and tote bag kit. I realised the Advent kit was an advance orders, but will the tote kit come out at the same time? I hope I'm not being a nuisance. Wendy, I'll get it sorted. I'm not too sure which tote bag you ordered, but I mean, they're in stock, so it depends. I'll get it sorted out, okay? But the Advent kit's due in next week anyway, so you might be easy just to wait and send it both together. Right, okay. I've got Alison just joined us. I think I've said hello to everybody, and we're going to get started. So, this first one, fabulous bauble, everybody. Bella is going to do a lovely mixed media and mix it up project of decorating this bauble. I think she's doing, I don't know what day she's doing next week. I think she might be doing Wednesday next week. But we'll put an announcement on Facebook and also in the newsletter. But this is it's a really great, because you can actually put it on a tree and make a gorgeous ornament out of it. You can decorate it, you can give it as a gift. So FB2702, $2.99 everybody. We're going to take that bottom banner off and we're going to start the show. Jill says, I have you on my TV too. That's good. Okay, where am I with everything? There's nothing wrong with your figure. Debbie, you always look good. Thank you. But the thing is, most women always try to lose weight. I said most, not everybody does. But for my back, I don't even remember, I have back problems, and I'm always told that I'm too heavy for my back. So I do need to lose weight, but I love chocolate too much. I love food too much, and that's not always possible. So I always like it when people say to me, "Oh, Debbie, you look thinner," but I bet it's the TV. My mum used to wind me up all the time about it. Right, okay, so the next item that we've got on today's show, okay. Oh, Annette says, I would like an Advent kit too. Okay, Annette, I will get Jessica to give you a ring or drop you an email about that, just to confirm which one you want, okay? And Nicola, I'm 55 inches of, oh my goodness, that's a large TV. Right, okay, so let me just write this down so I remember. Annette, sorry. Annette. Okay, Annette, I'll get Jessica to sort that out. So the next item, I'm so excited about this next item, which I don't know where it is. Let's put this down. It is my new swirl. Well, it's not new, it's back in stock. So it's FB2703. This is one of my all-time favourite dies, everybody. And it's been out of stock for a while. And when I was looking at some swirl dies, I thought, you know what, I want this one back in stock. I'm just trying to find what I've done with the demo elements. There they are. So let me just get the finished item so you can see. So this is, we've just done it as a special price for my wonderful customers. Look at this, everybody. Isn't that just lovely? I've already die cut it. $6.99. Okay. So they're coming in next week, back in stock. I love it. And what it is you, where these little, almost like bubbles are, you add gems and you can change the actual, you can put glitter down there, blobs of glitter. It really is a gorgeous dimensional. And if you missed it last time, okay, all you need to do is, if you want this, it's FB2703. You won't be disappointed with it. Cass said, could you add me to the newsletter, please? Yes, I can, Kat, but also check out our inspiration. Well, no, on our website, along the top, there is a button that says newsletter. You can read all the latest newsletters, no problem. I've got Liz just joined us. Hi, Liz. The like and share is to tell me if I did another Facebook Live in the morning, would you prefer a Tuesday or would you prefer a Friday? And Pat, no problem. If you ring tomorrow, Jessica will sort you out with the issues with your invoice. Okay, so this is lovely. So this is FB2703 and it's one of my all-time favorite dies and I'll be using it in today's demonstration. So the next item we have, it is the stocking that you've been waiting for, everybody. Hi Mandy, you're not late, okay? I've only just started. So this is FB2703 and it is our second item. The first item was a bauble die for $2.90, not a die, sorry, MDF. Look at the size of it, huge. I mean, my hands are big anyway, but there you go. You can see how big that is. So this is FB2702, $2.99 if you want one of those. Or you can go for the latest one. This is the next one that we've got is FB2703. The new, well, it's not new, it's back in stock. It's been out of stock for a while. Really good size metal die, $6.99. I've done you a really good deal. So if you want them allocated to yourself by putting it into your comments, and I'll be showing you demonstration that in today's show. Right, next item, everybody. It is our new fabric. Let me get the sample if I can get it from behind me without knocking everything down. So it's our Christmas stocking panel. So you'll be able to create a gorgeous stocking. Okay, you recognize my design. He's one of my favorite Santa Claus. And basically it's FB2704, $12.99. And you will get, let me show you the panel. You will be able to get everything. I wonder if Dave gives the other panel, so other camera, so we can see how big this is. So if you want a Christmas stockers, you could essentially create two, everybody. Okay, because you have those, and you can just have a plain fabric. It comes with instructions, and you can have your very own Debbie Moore Designs Christmas stocking, which of course I now do, which I'm super excited about. And this is quite a simple sew because you just go around it that way. And so if you want one, it really is good. Oh my goodness, I've got Kerrian says, Friday please, as that will be late Friday, early Saturday in Australia. Oh, Kerrian, thank you. I've got Andrea saying, hello, thought I'd be able to stay a while for the first time, but sod's law, I have to go, so unfair. Well, no problem. Don't forget you can watch on catch up. I have got, yes, you can have 2 of each of 2704. And Liz has put, either day works for me, Debbie, as any day spent with you is great. Oh, bless you. And I've got Sharon just joined us as well. Let me just hang that back up there if I can. Oh, I'm knocking it over. I'm knocking Lois's card over. Let me just put that back up. Stay. No, not that. Oh my goodness. It's raining cards, everybody. That's Lois's card as well. Lois, what are you doing to me? Honestly, it's all going. I'm not going to touch it. I can't wait till I have a bigger studio. And then we'll have more room. Right, I have got, where am I? Edith has put, just recently found out how to use the dies to create embossed backgrounds. So I'll have to dig out my swirl, as this will be good, especially with the Art Deco cards. Very true. I've got, oh my goodness, Rita said, new show, can it be any time I would find you? Tuesday or Friday? Okay, no problem. Right. Carol says, how cold and dark is it now? Where has the warm weather gone? I don't know, Carol. It's very... It is. I noticed it when I went up to Darlington this week. It was 24 down in Bury St Edmunds, 10 in Darlington, honestly. Lois has put, my cards may be haunted. No. No. They just wanted attention, really. That's what they wanted. Oh, did you hear that, Lois? Dave goes, they were enchanted. Talking of enchanted, I am launching it over on Hobby Maker TV. On Saturday at 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. So make sure you set a reminder. Oh, Pauline's put, Santa would look great cut out as pockets on a Christmas apron. Yes, he would. And oh, Sharon says, I got called into work. One of my staff is unwell with COVID. Oh, bless them. Well, I hope they get well very, very soon. Okay, so I forgot where I was. Oh, dimensional cards. Okay, because it's a dimensional show, so we're now going to go and talk about dimensional. This is a brilliant buy. Yes, it's very heavy. It is 32 cards and envelopes, everybody. 32 cards and envelopes. And you're going to get 2 different shape of stepper cards, okay? Now, you may get this shape, which is lovely. They're all pre-cut and pre-scored, everybody. So straight away you can create 32 cards for only $8.99. That is for the card and the envelope. It's under 250 GSM, which is brilliant. And then I've got this shape, which is this one here. Love the shape. So I have got it already pre-scored. Look how easy it is. You always push down to create a mountain. You go in, out, shake it all about. And then you get this shape. The like and share. I'm not changing the days, Philip. It is that I'm potentially going to be doing a morning show as well. I've been asked to do a morning show. So I was asking if Tuesday or Fridays was any good, and I wanted to know, I wanted to share with everybody so we can see who would prefer. So this is FB 2705, everybody. To be able to create these shapes in minutes, didn't even take a full minute probably, okay? You'll be able to use it like this. You'll be able to use it like this. You can use it as a spinner, and I'm going to talk to you that. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. Yes, Annette, look, you get the envelopes as well. You get all the envelopes, okay? So you're going to get the pre-cut and scored 250 GSM cards. You're going to get 16 of each. You're going to get 2 different shapes. Hopefully that makes sense. We're going to come back to those when I come to my demo. Look, I'm making a mess. Where am I going to put this? Right. Let's put this over here. So this is FB2705. If you would like one, just put that to one side. Violet's put, evening Debbie and David and all the world's crafters. Found you at last, and I could not find you at first. Oh, Violet, I'm so sorry about that. Hopefully you are okay. We have just, this is the third item, so you might have to watch it on catch up later. This is FB2705, 32 cards and 32 envelopes. These are the stepper cards, and you can create 2 different shapes of stepper card. There's one and there's another. This one is great because you can actually use it like this. You can use it like this, and you can put a string down there or do a goalpost. And I'll be showing you how to do that in today's show. Then I'm going to put this to one side, okay, if I can find the room. We've got the USB key on again, the Christmas bears, because believe it or not, it's been a whole month. Actually, maybe just over a month since we had it on. So this code is FB2650. It's our Christmas bears USB key. Now we have it also as a digital, and the reason I've got it on is we're going to be doing a demonstration with it, but we're going to have a look at it in fully. So this is the USB key with over 1500 printable elements. So we're going to go to it now because I've had a couple of queries asking about how the collections work. So I actually want to discuss with you how my basically USB keys, all the downloads work. So remember, this is the USB key. It has, look what it has on. It has all these things on. But also we'll be having it as a digital download. So it's $17.99 as a USB key, and you'll be shipped the USB key. So that will go in the post. But if you just want what you see on a link to download, that code is FB2651, and it's only $12.99. So we're going to click to design sheets. And then you can see that you've got all these gorgeous characters. So if we click on one of them, there we go. He's adorable. I've got a card with him on. There we go. So you can see that you have got on there, okay, if you go to print, you have got toppers, ribbon strips, you've got sentiments on. And they're being designed to work with my nesting dies, or you can use it as a standalone. Now, the big ones and the small ones have been designed with nesting dies in mind. But if you just want to fussy cut them out, you've got that option. Now, we close this down. Well, to print, you would click on print, but we're going to cancel. But you have to close it by clicking on the X. Now, we go to the next page. I just want to show you some of the characters, and we'll click on the lilac one at the bottom. So you can see you've got more shapes on there that you can enjoy. Really gorgeous, fun collection. Come out of this by clicking on the X at the top. Now remember, it's a click and print system. We'll go to the next page, choose any of those. There we go. So he's opened up his present. So you can see yet again, everything matches. All you're missing is the papers. Now this is one of my favourite fun images that we've got in here. If we come out of here and if we go to backing papers, it is fabulous. If I click on the papers, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Look how many papers you have got, everybody. So these Christmas papers aren't just for the Christmas Bears collection. You've got those that you are used for mat and layering that you can use for anything else. But if you go back, you've got all these papers that you can actually use with your other crafty designs for Christmas. This is a great USB key. Make fabulous cards worth every penny, Edith has put. Thank you ever so much for that. Cass says, have I lost the sound? Well, hopefully I'll come back. If we then go, let's have a look at going to the projects. If you need some inspiration or ideas, okay, you've got some projects on there, but then you also click on one of them. It'll give you ideas as well. There's the slider card instructions. So Christine, you were asking about slider card instructions. Check your USB keys or collections. You might have it on there. But Pauline says you need baskets for all your goodies. That is so true. If you click on there, and let's go to dimensional cards. So we have sliders, we have side scenes, we have rocker cards, and we have the latest snow globes. If you have got that snow globe die, if you click on the snow globe, click on any of those, you'll be able to, if you bought the snow globe die, you'll be able to use that with that, or you can just cut it out, whatever it's easy. And if you bought the snow globe stencil, you'll be able to mix it with that. So there's so much on here, and we're still going on dimension. How about bags and boxes? So I want to show you quickly. If we go to the pillar boxes, okay, and then if we go to which one should I do? I think I will do, I have it just here, just 1 second. I put it down so I don't lose it. I've got a different one, but if you click on any of those actually, okay, and then go to print, this is brilliant, everybody. Karen's put pillar boxes are great, they are. Now this is the full size, but say you want to put a pair of earrings in something. If you go to where it says scale, everybody has this on every printer, you just need to find it. And if you go to scale, okay, it's thinking about it, and then change it to custom, and you can change it to say 20, well, do 30%. And then look at that, look how tiny that is. You can make a pillar box any size you want. I've got loads of messages saying, oh, Tony says, shh, don't tell my partner, can I please have this in a download version, not USB key? Tony, of course you can, no problem. I've got Susan just joined us. She says, hi Debbie and Dave and fellow crafters, be it better late than never, watching on holiday in wet Wales. Well, Susan, thank you for joining us. Okay, so I have got, and then if we come out of there, there's so much on here. Go into bags and boxes. Don't forget you've also got the mini bags on there, and you can do the same with that. You can just click on any of those. Now don't forget it tells you that you have to print off 2. I had an email asking me how did they make the bag. They didn't read that, so they only printed off 1. So if we click on 1, that is the bag, but you can see all the measurements. And you can also go to, okay, to debbymore.tv, and it gives you a video on how to put together. We're going to be adding more videos. I know I keep saying this, but my time, it's sometimes not easy. Look how easy it is to actually change it to a smaller bag. Oh, Carolyn says, have printed out over 30 for my brownies and rainbows. That is brilliant. That is exactly what I like to hear. That's amazing. And so Tony's put, I have to buy everything as a download so he doesn't see anything through the post. That's a really good thing. Okay, so and Carolyn's put all glued together, ready for Christmas. Well, Pauline's put, the more I see of this collection, the more I'm liking it. Thanks for showing it again. Like when you show samples. Yes, there's loads of samples behind me and loads of ideas. Okay, everybody, you've got toppers. We'll do one more thing. It's the envelopes, because I love to show you that you can do different things. And this was, if we go to the C6 envelope, and this is a project at the bottom, the green one. Now, this is not my idea, this is Lois's idea, and it's a brilliant idea. So if you look at this envelope, if you go to print, everybody, okay, and you go to print top right hand side, you can see and put full scale. So at the moment it's going to 30%, but if you change that to 100%, everybody, or custom, that's the proper size. Now, this is actually one of the projects in the new magazine. Okay, I don't know if anybody saw that, which by the way, they've all been shipped out, they came in yesterday. Is that right? Wednesday. Yes. So the magazines all came in, the big pallet of magazines came in yesterday, and the girls have been busy shipping them out. So if you've ordered your magazine, it should be with you very soon. But if I show you this, if we go to the top camera, so this is my new magazine. It's one of the projects on there, so you can see that. Okay. If you have a look at this, what Lois has done is this is the envelope, she's cut and made a shaker card. Okay, if you got the magazine, your magazine's on its way. It is one of the projects in the magazine, if I can find it, there. So it tells you what to do. Okay, so have a good look. I have to say thank you for everybody, for my team, I've got Nicola, I've got Sharon, I've got Lois, Rita, Jeanette, Bella and Nikki. They all help put this fabulous magazine Christmas issue for 2023 together. So you need to have a look at what you have on this collection. So just to recap, that's FB2650 if you want the USB key. If you want it, so that is $17.99 for over 1,500 printable elements. If you would like to have it as a digital download, it is FB2651. So we're going to get started with a demo, but before I do that, I just want to show you two new numbers. So we have a new item, brand new, coming in next week, which is a new nesting die, okay, which is FB2706. My new rectangle, gorgeous size, okay. The new rectangle, we call it a sunburst rectangle. I've done it the other way around, but it's a nesting die. $14.99. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they do cut out really good size, and we're going to be talking about them. And the other one that I've been asked to do, everybody, okay, so that's a new one that's coming out next week. Tara says, I bought the USB key and it's awesome. Beautiful designs. Thanks, Debbie. Oh, Tara, thank you for that. If you want, the circles are now back in stock. I use them all the time. Okay, and I'm going to be showing you how you can do some dimensional fun. So the circle's back in stock. It's $8.99. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So my nesting dies, just to let you know, are different than most nesting dies because I'm going to try and find some. They match it, which means if you get any, or even like, here's another one. There's the other nesting dies. So these are my essentials. These shapes, you'll recognize them on some of the shapes, the little ones on here. And then you'll recognize these bigger shapes with the others. So the idea is they match it, so they work with designs across different ranges, okay? Or you can actually use them as a standalone for mat and layering. Or what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do dimensional cards with it. So one of the easiest ones is to create your own aperture. So there is an aperture, and it's very easy. All you would do, find what I've done with a card. So if you want to create an aperture, whatever size you want, okay, you can simply, oh, do you know what? This was nice and tidy before. And I don't know what I've done with my square card. I'm going to have to just change what I was going to do. If I was a square card, where would I be? Okay. Let me just make a square card. Okay, don't worry about it. We'll change it. We'll make it into a 5x7. So if you want to do this as an aperture card, everybody, these are different ways of doing nesting dies. Oh, I can see Kathleen just joined us. Hi, Kathleen. And Diane said, I made the envelope, then cut out the centre of another and made a matching card. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, Paul, Rita says, just see my photo in the magazine. It's Rita. My phone died using hubbies. Hi, Rita. And I'll say hello to your husband, Paul, as well. Anita's put, is the Christmas Bears Volume 2 completely new or might have already have it? No, it's completely new unless you bought it 3 weeks ago. Okay? It came out. Oh no, I gave you a sneak peek 3 weeks ago, Anita. But don't forget, if you ever accidentally buy something, all you need to do, and you've already got it, don't open it, send it back and we'll send you a replacement. Carmen's wanted to know the code for the Bears, the actual Christmas Bears digital download. It is FB2651, Carmen. We'll put that up. And Karen says, I haven't done aperture card for a while. Right. So look, this is just a 5x7 card. I am using one of the nesting shapes and I'm going to decide, and this is the thing, you can decide what size you want your aperture. It's a really good way of doing aperture cards. So I'm going to have it that way. Stephen says, those small dies you have just shown, I have them. May I have them in the order? You mean this one? Yes, we actually have 2 sets. Can you see that, Stephen? And then the idea is all these shapes, like for example, Let me just show you. See this one here? This has tags on. And on a demo that I'm going to be showing you of the Christmas bears, can you see? So basically, Stephen, the one I've just shown you is set 2. Okay, but what we do is we only use these. Okay, and these shapes are what we're putting at the bottom for, like, for example, you can see that you have got this shape here, which is that shape there. So if you want to use in that way, you can. But yes, we'll add basic essential set 2 to your order, Stephen, not a problem. Right, okay. Where was I? Carol says, Debbie, I'm also watching you. I can't find the die I was just using. What? I'm very confused. And Denise, thank you for the stars. And Judith says, hello from Australia. Hello, Judith. When is the magazine being sent to the subscribers? Violet, they're being packed up yesterday and today, and they're being shipped out. So they should be on its way to you. You should get it very, very soon. Pat, yes, the magazine is still available. If you want one, just put magazine 66 and we'll add it to your order. Right, going back to this. So all I'm doing then, everybody, is I'm using my die cut machine. I'm just using some tape of where I want to put it. Okay, so that's going to go there. Okay. So I want to make an aperture card. And then I'm just going to run it through the die cut machine. And then just going through. I'm not moving that machine, it's too heavy, everybody. So I've got a Spellbinder Platinum. Okay. And you can use any of your die cut machine. Look, it goes through. This is 250 GSM. And I have to be very careful because sometimes I rip the card because I'm not very good at making sure that I'm using low tack. So this is low tack. And then simply, so all I've done, everybody, is I've used my nesting dies. So this is the new nesting die to create an aperture. So what you would do, where am I? Use your bone folder. So there's your nesting die that has been used. And this, you can use it as your base. So you can, whatever you want to put on, it could be flowers, it could be decoupage, you can put that behind. So that's one way of doing it, everybody. Julie says, can I have the Sunburst nesting die? The new one, which is FB2706, yes, you can have it. I've got Eva just joined us, hi from Sweden. Hi, Eva. And yes, Rita, you can have a magazine, no problem. So that's one way of doing it, okay? I showed you, where am I? Also, last time, I showed you how you can create, if I just use this, and just use a white piece of card. If you have a look at the circle dies, this is one of the die sets I use the most. By using different sizes, so I've used that one, and then I'm using the next one down. Can you see that? You create frames. It works with every nesting die. So that's how I've done my frame for my shaker card, okay? So all your nesting dies automatically become frame makers. But then with mine, because they match it, you can use, for example, my designs. You can die cut the designs as well. So I've just shown you how to make an aperture. However, how about making a 3D? So look at this. This is another idea. So what I've got here is, and I don't measure, everybody, so all I've done is die cut a circle. I've made a little lip, and then you stick this to here and you create a dome. How fab is that? Isn't that easy? Gainer, the magazine for subscriptions have gone out. They'll be going out today and probably tomorrow because the magazine came in on Wednesday afternoonish. I can't remember exactly. I was there when they came in and I got the very first copy. So you can then simply use some 3-in-1 or some Beacons glue or red liner tape, and you can create, so apertures make your life so much easier. but look how easy it is. So what I've done here on today's show, we have got the new, so I'm just gluing that. Look at that. Oops, I need to hold it a bit longer. So what I've got on here, this is from the circle die, everybody. Mary, yes, you can have the essentials 1 and 2, no problem. So as you can see, everybody, this is how easy it is. So what I've done is shown you how to create a dome aperture. I've shown you how to create this. The next thing, so that same shape, spin a card. This is so easy to create a spinner card. So we're going to do that. So just to recap, by having a nesting die, you can of course mat and layer, which is what they're used for. Dave, could you just pass me those 2 sheets, please? I don't know what I've done with the circle ones, but just to show you some of the other ones. So you can do frames, single frames, double frames, whatever you want. You can do mats. However, people don't realize that you can use them for so much more. So what I've done is I've shown you how to create aperture cards. You can do different sizes, different shapes to make your aperture card. I've shown you how to now make dome cards. Okay, so there's aperture cards. That was very easy to do. I've shown you how to create your dome cards using your basically your nesting dies. And don't forget, mine are match it, so all my nesting dies work with different shapes. Okay, so for example, that shape there, what have I just done with those cards, is this one. So you can actually mat and layer if you wanted to, die cut that out, or you can actually fussy cut it if you don't have the dies. But that's what the nesting dies have been designed for. People always ask me how to use the nesting dies. You can always fussy cut them. You don't need to use nesting dies to use my designs. However, if you do have dies and you do like using nesting dies, don't forget that there's different ways of doing it. So the other way is to create spinner cards. Now these are great for Christmas. You can actually do them from every day. You can have it however you want. So I'm going to show you how to create this now. However, if anybody is buying the previous set of pre-die, you can die cut ones. So if you want to actually use them with this, I'll come back to this in a second. This is from that previous dimensional kit of 32 cards and envelopes. So first of all, let's show you how easy it is to create this. So what I'm doing is I'm getting a piece of card, folding it in half, everybody, like so. And then what I'm doing, okay, I have got this. I've already die cut this. This is from this new one. So we'll put this up. Okay, so this is the new nesting die. It's the actual, what code is it? It is FB2706. It's a sunburst rectangle, because obviously it's a rectangle shape, but it has that lovely sunburst. So what you do is this. So I've just taken an ordinary piece of card. Now you can do any size you want, and then you can reduce your card. You just put, instead of gluing your dome card, put tiny piece of Velcro on top and the flap inside. And that way you can put it flat into the envelope. What a brilliant idea. And, okay, don't forget with these, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a spinner card. So I've showed you how to do the mats, frames, using them with the actual match it designs, and I've also showed you how to do shaker cards as well. Now I want to show you how to do spinner cards. So you just get a pencil or a pen, and I am just going to put my glasses on and then show you. So what I'm doing, everybody, the beauty about this one is it has a point. So that's telling you where the middle is. So then all you need to do, everybody, so this is FB2706, and simply all you do is make sure it's equal. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so I just make a little mark there and then a little mark there. Now you can cut up to it, it's not a problem, but I'm using my paper trimmer. And I will say that we do have this in stock, back in stock, and also the blades are back in stock. So what I'm going to do is, if you've not used paper trimmers before, this has got a precision line, and I'm using this side to tell me where to stop and start. So I am going to stop at, because you can see by putting this on here, I do not want to go further than here. Okay, so that's telling me that I can go to 5.5. So from the top, I am just going, well, basically for 5.5, which is there, press down and go there. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Make sure it's where my mark is. It can be a little bit below. 5.5, press down and go up. Yes, Mary, we can give you some blades because we finally have them in stock. Lois has put, these are going to be great for shaker, easels and aperture box frames. Definitely. Brilliant idea, Lois. And then all I'm doing is bring this forward. You could score it if you want to, and then use your bone folder. It's very important that you make that nice and crisp. Fold it back and then forward. This puts a score line in, everybody. Open it up. Push it in. Now, I've just shown you how to create a stepper card. That was very easy, wasn't it? But that is not the demo. The demo is showing you how to create a spinner card. So what I've done now, so you can see that is where the middle is. Can you see that? Because that is where it's going to hang, and it's going to hang there. So you need to make sure when you do it, if you're doing a circle, you need to make sure you move this further back. But you don't want to go too far back. The most you go is about here. You don't want to go further than halfway. And then what I'm going to do, everybody, is I'm using red liner tape and I'm using some string. Now, this works with twine. I've lost it. Where's it gone? It does work with this, but this is a bit chunky. You want things that are a little bit thinner, okay, to give you that spinning effect. If you want a slow spinner, you can use the twine. And then all I'm doing is line it up to here. Make sure I've cut enough. This is a really good technique. You can do it any time of the year, everybody. And what I'm doing is I'm opening this up. I'm threading my thread. Can you see where it's going? And then I am using red liner tape. You could use glue, but if you're impatient like me, and you don't want it to wait to dry. So what I tend to do, everybody, is I put my thread into where the score line is and put this on here. You can back it, you can put something on there. I'm just doing it quickly. You can make it much neater than I'm doing it. But it is such a lovely project. So easy to do. And all you need to do is have a shape. So then all I'm going to do is do the same on there. I've done overly big sizes, everybody, so you can see what I'm doing. And that is quite taut. Is that the right word? I think Deb says it is, so I must be right. Okay, so I'm just scoring that. Then this is my card. So this goes here. And it needs to, luckily you've got the point so you know where the middle is. And then all I'm doing, everybody, is simply cutting it like so. And it really is a fun project to do. Press this down and simply line it up all the way to the top. You can put a bit more on there. Press down. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit more on. And then, there we go. Let's have that on that. And then look. Obviously, I'd put another one on top. So, for example, let's take this one off that I did earlier. You would then take that top off and stick that on top. So then it wouldn't, you won't see it. But I'm going to do a project, but look how easy that was. So you can have it like this. You can have it like this. Whichever one you want it. But it's better to be this way because it stands like this. So that's another way of standing it up. And it gives you this lovely shape like so. So you've got this spinner all, and this is, everybody who receives it will be doing this all the time. So that is using the new nesting die. And I'm going to quickly Now that I've showed you how the technique has been done, everybody, hope you've enjoyed that. I am actually going to show you using that lovely Christmas Bears collection. So we'll put the Christmas Bears collection on because really, everybody, if you haven't seen it, it's a fabulous collection to use with your spinning cards because you want a fun collection to do it. So what I'm doing is Christmas Bears FB2650. You can get it as a USB key or a digital, which reminds me, just one before I move on. Remember that pack that I showed you earlier before I do this demo, which is FB, where is it? There it is, FB2705. Now, can you see not only this is a pre-scored kit, normally $14.99. We have limited stock. I found it in the warehouse yesterday. Actually, I thought I'll add it today because you get pre-scored stepper cards, but then you also get this one. So you can do that technique and do a spinner card if you want to. So now FB2705, $8.99 everybody, for 32 cards, pre-scored and also envelopes. So I'm going to put that to one side. So if anybody wants it, allocate that. But look, you can do different themes. This is a different theme. So you can see how, I think I need to stretch it. So you have got the spinner card. So you can have loads of fun. Any shape will do, everybody. But I'm going to do the Christmas one. And I've got this card here. That is the craft card. And I'm going to show you how to quickly do this very quickly. So I am going to use the circles this time, and I have got this gorgeous, so this is the FB2650, is a USB key, or you can have it as a digital, and the digital is FB2651. This is one of the papers. You'll notice that some of the designs, what we've done is we have given you the matching papers to what they're wearing. So this little outfit has got some snowflakes. I've got a similar one, but there is a snowflake in there as well. And then this is going to go in here. I've left a couple of mil border. Give it a little wiggle room. There you go. And then this is what I want to do. I want to put this one in the middle. So all I'm doing is turning it over. And I'm doing it by eye, everybody. I never do things that are very, what's the word, complicated. Oh, Susan says, Debbie, do you do oval dies? Actually, look, I do. So we do an oval nesting die, and there is stock of the oval. So if you want it, just put it in the comments, Susan, and we'll allocate it to you. We have quite a lot of nesting dies. If you get the magazine, what did I do with the magazine? Oh, there it is. If you go to the back page, when you get the magazine, there is, and you can tick them off. There's all our nesting dies. And all these, they're not, the basic ones are on here, okay? These are the standard nesting dies. And then obviously we've got the new one, which is just coming out, okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wait a minute. We've got 11 there, and this one makes 12. And then you've got 2 of the basic essential ones. So there's actually 12 nesting dies and 2 basics. Hopefully that helps. Karen says, Debbie, daft question, but the spinner card, how would you make an envelope for that? Do you just make it wider? I would make it wider. That's exactly what I would do. Or I'll make it into a box if you have the box board. That would be, for me, that's what I would do. A bag or a box would be nice. So I'm going to have that. So I actually want it to go about here. And then I do the same about, so I've got where my 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to put it about there. And then I do exactly the same, everybody. I need to make sure, so that's in the center. Okay, and then I make sure that I don't want to go any further than there. So that's what I do. So you can see that I don't really measure, everybody. So I can see that that's going to go on there. Use my paper trimmer as a guide. So I'm going to go all the way down to here. And that is, I think it is 5 Can't even see what that is. I've gone the other way, that's why. So I've basically gone up to there. So that's 1, 2, 3, about 6 there. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. So you can get the idea. Once you are happy with it, then you just put everything together. So that's why I actually put the paper on first, so then I can fold it over like so. Use my bone folder, reinforce that line, bring it back. Do I do a DL envelope, Elizabeth asked? No, I don't think I do. I'll have to add it on my list. I think I might bring out a template. So there is that. Then I've got this that's going to go on here. Okay. But then somewhere under all this, I've got some papers. So what I'm doing, I'm just going, before I do the spinner, everybody, I'm using some of the elements which I had. Oh, it's under here. I knew I had them somewhere. So what I'm going to do, yes, Denise, you can have the oval dies. I am going to use, I don't know what I've done with that. Oh, there. I love this. This is lovely. So I have got my lovely die, and then I had some ribbon strips which I cut out somewhere safe. Do you know my desk gets messier? Does anybody have that? You start off something nice and easy, you find everything moves as you keep moving around things. Now I did have a ribbon strip which I don't know where it's gone. Typical. Let's just put this, there it is. I knew I had it. There you go, everybody, my ribbon strip. So this is a ribbon strip off the Christmas bears. So I'm just going to cut it and then start putting it all together. Right, yes, Elaine, you can have a paper trimmer, no problem. How does the sound, what, Edna? I don't know, how does that sound familiar? Oh, sound familiar, you mean losing things. Yes, I end up with a coaster size workpiece. Yes, definitely. That means I'm having fun, everybody. So all I'm doing, everybody, is this is going to go along here like so. And here's a top tip. Because that's going to go there, I'm going to cut on here. And then that, I mean, I love it. This is great because it's got this lovely vintage feel to it. It's going to go on here. Betty says, my husband says my office is a mess, but I know where everything is. Do you know what I do as well? I'm terrible. I know exactly where I've put things. It's an organised mess, isn't it, everybody? That is a trick. So I'm putting that on there. Then I have got this adorable, is going to go along here. Now here's a top tip. If you are short, so I am a little bit short, you can see that. All I'm doing is I'm going to cut this bit off. You could print it again because you've got the USB key or you have got the download. But here's another top tip. I am just going to put that along there, like so. Line it up to the edge I want. And then do this to the other side. Question from Tara. Debbie, how do you personally store your dies? Oh, I'll show you. I have a store box with dies for stamps and dies. And I do think, and I use magnetic sheets as well. So this I die cut earlier. I'm not going to die cut this again, but you know that, you know, it's, I've just used some craft card and die cut it. And then if you have, I'm just trying to find mine. Oh, there it is, right at the bottom. Look at this, this is so messy. That's what I wanted. My 9-in-1 tool, because it gets all these little things out. So if anybody has got one, these are quite handy. And it's 9-in-1 tool, so you get all the little things out. You've also got an embossing tool. So there's 9 different tools. So I'm just getting them all out before I stick that on there. And I'm not going to stick it all flat because I like it to come out. So that's going to go like so. I'm using my Beacons glue. Just put a bit of there. Now then this, I'm just going to just get it at an angle. Then I have a Merry Christmas, so you can see that gap. This is going to go on here, like so. Then I've got the tag, everybody, from, this is still the Bears collection, everybody. So this collection that I'm using, it is the USB key. So that's going on there. We're going to do a spinner card in a second, but before I do that, I have used, this was on a couple of weeks ago, I have used what is this one? This is my Christmas foliage with die set. I love it and I use it all the time. But if you don't have anything like this, you can just fussy cut elements out of the collection. And the collection that we're using is FB2650, which is a USB key. And then literally what I'm doing is already die cut some elements. So I have got some foam pads somewhere. Let's get some foam pads on here and a pricking tool. Make sure you have all the right tools for what you need. So I want to use a smaller one. I don't know where my smaller ones. Let's just use this. Use my foam pad. Put that on there. I love these because then look how easy it is to pick up the foam pads. I love pricking tools because they make your life easier. So these are the elements that I've die cut out. And then I've got some of these are the fabulous, just pull this out, mistletoe. So I've got my mistletoe is going to just go in here. And I've even got some pine cones, everybody. So this is from that collection. Oh, Mary said she's been using the Christmas foliage this week. It's great, isn't it? And if you haven't seen it, yes, you can have the Christmas foliage. You've got it in the standard colour. Can you see that? But then I've done it in metallics. Okay. And then I've done it in vintages and grey, and you get a forever code, which means that once you've used all your sheets up, because you've got them in different colours and everything like that, you can keep on printing it and printing it and printing it. So you'll never ever run out of the Christmas foliage. And I'm simply now just adding some pine cones to make it lovely. Janet says, hi Debbie and Crafty, sorry I'm late, but I'll have to watch and catch up. Yes, definitely. Oh, and Mary's agreed they're great to add for the cards. Yes, and you can add them not just on classic cards, but also these fun cards, because you always need elements. I just love all these little bits that you can add. So I'm just using some berries in there, some mistletoe, and then I will be done. I could keep on adding. I just want to add around. I will be honest, I will add some gems around there, but I'm just adding a little bit of foliage using that. And I know Bella used it last night as well. I love using it at Christmas. I'm going to do an everyday one, everybody. How much is a Christmas foliage and dies? Anita, it's $17.99. I'm sure it's $17.99. It's just been on TV a couple of weeks. Carol says, Debbie, do you sell the Christmas foliage die just by itself? So if so, how much it is? Ah, so if you want the Christmas foliage with the forever code, wait a minute. Let me just stick this on and then I'll explain. Mistletoe, I just want it there. Okay, and put that behind there. There we go. So let's give it 3D. So let's just recap. If you would like, everybody, you're going to get 10 sheets, this pack, and a forever code, so you'll never run out of that, and this. This is $17.99, and this was just launched on Hobby Maker TV last week. If you are wanting just the die set on its own, everybody, it is $9.99. So if you want that, just put that in your comments, just put foliage dies only, then we'll add that to your order. Hopefully that makes sense. Anna says, what size are the foam pads on the sheets that Bella was using last night? I don't know, Anna. I was coming back from Darlington. I'll get Jessica to answer that, if that makes sense. Right, so you can see what I've done. I can keep adding foliage, but I could be here forever. So just very quickly, let's finish this off. So we have got, what have I done with the twine? I have a piece of twine somewhere. Oh, there it is. I should really use a green one, but I'm just going to use the pink one for now so you can see what I'm doing. So you simply line it up like so, everybody. And this is what you can create, okay, with any of your nesting dies. And put that in there. Line that up like so. Cut your, I love this, everybody. Have this in here. Cut that like so. I mean, when you're doing Christmas cards, to me, Christmas, I mean, yes, there is loads of people that do sell Christmas cards at fetes and charity for yourself, or to raise money for charities, or at church fetes. And yes, you can batch make, and having the dies are great, and there's nothing wrong with that. But to do something special like this, it's really fun, and the nesting dies allow you to do that. So now I've put that on there. This is good. Make sure you've got it straight, everybody. So this is going to go on there. Let me put this on here. Have that like that. So what I'm doing is, wait a minute. Let's make sure I have it straight. Last time I did this with a circle, I made it wonky. So I'm just going to make a mark on the other side, like that. Because it has to be put on, it has to be put on flat, otherwise it won't stand the right way or sit the right way. Let me make sure I've done that right. So that has to go on here. There we go, everybody. Yeah. So this is going to go on here. Fold it flat, line it up. Make sure it's not touching that bit, and that is very important, everybody. Then get your tape, which I seem to be constantly losing. Oh, there it is. Put that on. And then you can put a message on the back, whatever you want. Yes, I'm actually going to do both sides, Mary, no problem. So then this goes on here, like so, all the way down. And then just cut that bit off. And yes, you can put more tape on both sides, but for quickness, what I'm doing is I'm just taking the top layer off this, because I'm going to sandwich it between two. So let's put this on here. And this is when I need my glasses to make sure I am getting the right bit. There we go. So when you put the red liner on, make sure you leave the top layer. Can you see what I'm doing? And taking it off. And then this goes on here, like so. I've already die cut it. You can put a message on. And then all I'm doing is missing it. And then you just do that all the time. And then all you're doing is trimming it down, finishing it off, add some gems, add some glitter. But just to give you an idea of it, that's my spinner card, everybody. Okay, I've got loads of messages that I've missed. Yes, just to say thank you for the free haberdashery. Made a card for my friend's birthday yesterday. She loved it. Oh, brilliant. That's good to hear. Yes, you can have the complete set of the foliage. Obviously, I spent a bit longer on this, showing you how to do a spinner card, okay? Make sure you put more things on it, so you can see how it spins. You've got loads and loads. It just keeps doing it. It is such a fun card to do. The foliage is great. So what I've used on here is FB2650, which is the Christmas Bears Volume 2 USB key, 1500 printable elements. If you want it, that's the USB key. If you want it as a digital option, it's FB2651, everybody. Yes, Mary, you can have the dies, no problem. Now, talking of dies, Tara was asking me, how do I store my dies? So just to show you, I use one of these boxes. And I think Jessica's got a few in stock. It comes with your magnetic sheets. It comes with the folders. You can actually put your dies in and your stamps. And as you can see, I've got one of the sheets already out, and I've got some stamps on one side, and I've also got my dies. So Tara, if you're going to ask me how much this is, oh, I think they're on offer. They're normally about £30, and I think we've got them for 19 $5.99, and I think there's only maybe 3 left in stock. So if you want one, I would go for it, because they are the stackable storage ones, and they're very handy, and they keep them nice and flat, and come with magnetic sheets as well. So then also what I use, so that was showing you how to use using your nesting dies. I've used a circle die. So the circle die, everybody, it is FB2707. If you haven't got it, get it. Honestly, it is worth its money, because it enables you to do shape cards. I've shown you how you can do shaker cards. Don't forget, I've shown you how you can use your nesting dies to do aperture cards as well. And that dome circle, I showed you how to do that, $8.99. And don't forget, then you can also die cut your characters out, or it'll match it. So there's different ways of doing it. Then I also used, I've told you, the Christmas foliage. It's $17.99 for the set, and that is all those dies. I don't know how many dies there is. I'm going to say there's about 14 or 15. So you're going to get all those dies. No, there can't be that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There is 14 dies. Yes, Denise, you can have a storage box, no problem. Anna says, love my boxes. I didn't realise I could keep my stamps on the reverse. Yes, of course you can, Anna. I use them for both. And then obviously this was $17.99 if you want it, or you can have just the dies for $9.99. And then what else did I use? So that was everything on here. Oh, the new die. So the new die will be coming into stock next week, and that is FB2706. There are sunburst nesting die. Honestly, everybody, you're going to have loads of fun with that. And I showed you how I was doing aperture cards with it. You can do nesting, you can do twister cards, you can do with any shape. And I was showing you there was a different range. This is, I think it's called Flutterby. It's one of the projects with a Flutterby. And the other thing that I was showing you, you could use it with your other kits. So this is just a recap, which is FB27. Oh, well, damn, 05. So if you want that. I haven't finished, everybody, because there's a couple of items. The elephant, I haven't finished. We will take a picture of this, and I will put it on Facebook and on the newsletter with a technique. So we have a couple of things that I need to show you. We're running out of time. 3 other items, FB2708. People have asked me for anything autumn, so what I've done is put this picture. We'll put this picture on if we can, or not.
No,
Oh, okay. So I might move that to next week. Can we do FB2709? So we have this picture of Autumn Grace. Okay, it's a card making kit for $4.99. There you go. So if you want a card making kit that has some Thanksgiving toppers on, and it has some gorgeous papers, it's $4.99. Or if you want the adorable Mary Bell the elephant, okay, which is FB2710. Okay. And honestly, everybody, it is the most adorable thing. So we're going to put the image on for you to see. And as you can see, this is a card making kit, but it has a slider. Okay, and look, you've got also nesting die shapes. You've got the ovals that have been used there. You've got a side scene card. You've got an envelope. You've got a pillar box. $4.99, and you'll be able to create the most adorable, basically an elephant skating. So that's why he's on a slider card. Okay, so you're going to get that little mini kit, 14 crafting sheets, but it's not just plain. You've got dimensional. Karen's put little heifer lump. It is adorable. Okay, and for $4.99, I would go for it, everybody. You have absolutely nothing to lose. So that is the last item. I'm going to move one of the items over to next week, because I want to, we're running out of time really, so I want to actually share with you. Those people that came last, okay, you will have to probably watch and catch up. It was a fun, basically, I love doing this, and I just found it so much fun, and hopefully I've inspired you to use your nesting dies and do dimensional fun. And just to remember, we don't just do, if I just show you, dimensional fun, you don't just do, you can print on papers and everything like that. You can create candles. Okay, so this is printed on tissue. So this is one of my collections printed on tissue. But did you know that you can print family photos as well. So have a go at doing dimensional fun by putting things onto candles as well. You know, Bella did this one as well, and she printed and coloured in pencil. There's so much that you can do, so many ideas for dimensional fun. So hopefully I've inspired you a little bit. Don't go away, because I'm going to pick a winner. And also we're going to give a prezzy for everybody, and you're going to like it, that's for sure. It's gone so quick tonight. This is why I need to do another show. Karen says I've done candles before and they are fab. They are, aren't they? You know, whether you are doing pillow boxes, whether you're doing dimensional cards like I just showed you, there's so much you can do. So drum roll please. The winner for this week, who's going to win a brand new kit, it's coming your way, is Tracy Michelle. Tracy, please make sure you private message me your email address. No, your postal address. I get the right one. Okay, but the rest of you, don't go away. And honestly, everybody, it's been a fantastic show. I've really enjoyed it. But I want to give you all a little gift to say thank you for your continued support. Now, this started in lockdown. It's a treasure hunt, and I do it every week on my main show on a Thursday. And this is a little thank you to say thank you for your continued support. And it's a treasure hunt, which means you have to hunt for it, everybody. So for this week, the code, there's two things you need to remember, especially newbies. If you've not realised this before, you can actually go back a month and watch the shows. I give a freebie every week. And it's only people watching on YouTube and also on Facebook. And essentially, it's a treasure hunt. And the code is today's date, or I should say that what you need to hunt out is today's date, which is 21st of September. But the code is FBDIMFUN. Dave said I wouldn't be able to say that. I did. So it's FBDIM for dimensional and fun for fun. And that's how you remember the code. Then tomorrow, at lunchtime, okay, it'll be scheduled to go live. There will be a post put on Facebook. Don't look tonight and don't look in the morning. It won't be there. And all you need to do is nip over to Debbi Moore Designs. Even if you just join me tonight, you will get your freebie. Okay, you need to remember that you're part of my crafting world, part of my family, and you are now a member. So that means you need to nip over to debbimoredesigns.com, go into the product section, then find printable downloads, look for the members show, and you'll find loads of products in there with loads of different dates. But you need to hunt out the 21st of September and find that, and there'll be a little gift on there. Now, I have a price on. You also, because people who don't watch these shows will have to pay for it, but if you, for you get it free. You put it into your basket. It will ask you on the right hand side, do you have a discount code or voucher? Your voucher code is FBDIMFUN. Pop that in there. It'll go free. Download it and enjoy it. There's one little catch. Can you please make something with it? Make a card, give it to a key worker, a relative, raise money for charity, do, you know, pass the love on and continue the craftability and inspiration around the world. And that's the only catch I would say. I hope you've enjoyed it, okay? There's loads of messages coming through. I'm sorry, everybody. There's no way I can read them so quickly. I am back here next Thursday, and I will be hopefully sharing some news. That's all I'm going to say. But I am actually going to be on Hobby Maker TV on Saturday. Oh, look, wrong way. Oh no, that way. I always do that wrong. So there's a little banner, Saturday the 23rd at 1 and 5 o'clock. And you can see that it is the magazine launch, and I do have some Christmas bears in the magazine, and also actually it is the brand new Gnomes of Enchantment that Sally won. Congratulations, Sally. She named Gnomes of Enchantment, and that will be launching on Hobby Maker TV. And I think that's everything. Pat says I couldn't download the gift set last week. Pat, when you ring and speak to Jessica, she'll sort you out tomorrow, so don't worry about it. We'll try to catch up with some of the messages, but don't forget, if there's anything urgent, contact the office tomorrow. So just to recap, we'll put that code up for the office number. Remember, you can watch this show back, especially if you just joined us now, and simply put the code in. Remember, you'll be sent an email next Monday with your order on. But if you have any queries, contact us on 07553 457 168, or email us at info@debbymore designs, or even private messages at Debbie More Designs on Facebook. So I'm going to say good night. Take care. God bless you all. Happy crafting around the world. I'll see you back here for some more crafting fun next Thursday. Bye bye for now.